Peace to you all, loved ones. Peace to you. You know what I mean? All right, man, let me get out. Nah, we gotta bring the big boy out when I'm traveling with the winning team. I'm at the supermarket. Waiting for the family. Hold on real quick. Peace to the family. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. That was Queen of Fall. You know I gotta answer the call for moms. When mom's call, I gotta answer that. But yeah, what I want to talk to you guys about is I just bought a mountain. But the thing is, I've been purchased the mountain, but I've been waiting for the complete acquisition of the property. There's a lot of other things that go around it. However, the mountain already has a resort attached to it. It already has a resort attached to it. We have thermal springs, and it's geographically in a place in Costa Rica where there's ley lines. It's part of that telluric grid where it will be inevitable that when we're there, it'll be easier for us to raise our frequency or elevate our consciousness. Those of you that have been keeping up with me and have my books on the autumn equinox of 2012, the winter solstice of 2012, communicating with the heavens in this host via phase conjugation, coherent heart frequency, just to name a few. Those are some of the publications that I put out that teaches you about these things. Very powerful stuff. When Dr. Sebi was alive, we was working on several places around the world. Not a whole bunch, but several, more than three. It's definitely more than 3 places around the world where we was going to perpetuate that which was taking place in Honduras, per the Usha village. And we was gonna also innovate, add new things, okay? And so we wanted to make sure that we can go to different places around the world and access healing, and or be able to give our people outlets to heal. So it wouldn't just be one strategic place. He had 2 African nations in particular that gave him land, and politically was willing to protect us and everything. That was something that we was working on. Now the thing about that is, those things can semi still be done today, but because of the way that I think and operate, I wouldn't want to be attached to anything that I have to kind of stand on his shoulders and continue from where he left off, where it involves anybody else that might be part of the same cipher. Or I don't want to create an opportunity for people to change the narrative about what I would have to do with a property that I would be in charge of. So I never followed through with that, because I would rather that Sebi be alive, because on his word, I had my ability to do what I had to do. So I didn't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of the politics. I don't want no family members. I don't want no friends, no former patrons coming after me, telling me this is what Sebi really wanted to do with something that I know him and I was working on personally. So I never dealt with that. Now, there was another property that I was in charge of going forward to get. And so, with his blessings, I worked on it. And in his passing, I still continue to work on it, but I ain't talk about it, because I know as we talk about what we're doing, there's people that always make an effort to diffuse the momentum of progress. So what I do, I don't want to tell people, oh, I'm about to get this land, I'm about to get this property, because what they'll do is do everything in their power to create all sorts of campaigns and agendas to slow down the process. Furthermore, I never asked anybody for anything to contribute to get it. I came out here, I bossed up, do my celebrity mentoring and everything else. I train people in particularly basketball, all of that. That's why I be doing all this type of stuff. I be doing different stuff out here. LA is a gold mine for creativity, especially when it comes to the arts and sports, music, entertainment. LA is a beautiful place for it. So nonetheless, I'm not gonna say I did these things by myself, but with the help of my family, well-wishers, strong advocates, obviously celebrity friends of mine that see the vision and appreciate what I have to offer, or people who I may have helped their family immediately. I may have helped their uncle, or I may have helped their aunt or their mother, their niece. Reality is, I was able to purchase this mountain. And the goals and the vision that we have is going to be next level, because not only do I want it to be an outlet for naturopathy, for what I call holistic mathematics. Those who took my course know why we call it holistic mathematics. And I'm going to start doing some more things for free online so you can clearly see why we call it holistic mathematics. And I give you some insight on that right now. How much grams of protein should you have a day? Just think about it. How much grams of protein should you have a day? Think about that. Okay. What's a microgram? And how much of those should you have for, let's say, beta carotene? Because you need beta carotene in order to create and or process vitamin A. You see, when we get sick, we have to learn some of these things, and even when we do, we entrust somebody else to administer the proper amount. Okay, how much iron should you take in day to day? And the reason why these things are important, and actually, protein being a misnomer, Dr. Sebi didn't like to use the word protein, nor do I, because you don't know what you're getting when you say protein. You don't even know if you're getting the type of protein that you need that doesn't work adversely against you. Okay, so when we say protein, we really mean amino acids, and which amino acids are you taking in? Okay, and where are you going to outsource these things? Where are you going to get these amino acids, and where are you going to give it to? Whom are you going to give it to? So, what is your C-reactive protein level? Okay. What's your high-density lipoprotein? There's a lot of different things. So the reason why what's your body mass index? You know, we want to know how tall you are. What's your weight? And what's your age? So idealistically, we can tell how to best serve you holistically. Well, there's 102 minerals. And you can say 108, honestly. There's 22 amino acids, which many will incorrectly say 20. And there's 9 essential amino acids, that which the body doesn't create or produce of its own. All right? So, holistic mathematics, you know what holistic mathematics teaches us? The way that I teach health is that whether you like it or not, you're going to you're going to have to learn how to envision the amount of nutrients that you're taking into your body. You're going to have to know how heavy you are. You're going to have to weigh yourself before you work out and weigh yourself after you work out to see how much fluid you got to replace and put back into your body. You see, if they taught us how to be adults properly, several things would have been established. One, from pre-K to 12th grade is 14 years of going to school. In those 14 years of going to school, you don't learn nothing about credit. You don't learn nothing about real estate as far as how to purchase property. You don't learn nothing about UCC, prerequisites to purchasing property. Uniform Commercial Code. You don't learn anything about purchase agreements or security agreements. You don't learn that about credit card redlining. You don't know nothing about the wealth score quotient. Basically, you don't learn about food, clothing, and shelter. Yet, you're supposed to be able to be an adult and functional in society. But by the time you graduate after 14 years of schooling, you're out of high school, you're starting to grow your beard. You know what I'm saying? Some of you already start conceiving children. Guess what happens? Well, what happens is, it's so wild that you're not prepared to be an adult. Not only are those factors of being an adult, but you don't even know how to eat properly. Because if I was to ask you, how much iron you supposed to take in day to day? If I was to ask you, how much protein you supposed to take in day to day, or the food you eat, what types of amino acids are in there, and what amounts should you take them? How much vitamin A do you need day to day? How much vitamin C do you need day to day, or at least per week? You would not be able to answer the question. So you know what we're doing? We just eat every day. That's all we do. We just eat. That's all we do. We just eat. We eat until we get sick. And guess what? If you are aimlessly eating every day, if you're eating aimlessly every day, then that means you have no clue what you're taking too much of or too little of. Let's do this again. Proteins take, let's do this. Carbohydrates take 1 to 2 hours to be broken down for your body to be able to access the energy thereof. Proteins take 3 to 4 hours for you to access the energies thereof when it goes into the body and it's assimilated. Fats take 5 to 6 hours to process the energies thereof. So on your plate of food doesn't, the energy on that plate of food traditionally doesn't kick in until 6 hours after the time you consume it. And at different intervals in the day. And in what proportion, since you know that it takes 1 to 2 hours for carbohydrates to break down, 3 to 4 hours for protein to break down, amino acids, and 5 to 6 hours for fats to break down, and what proportion, based on your activity, should you have those foods on your plate? And are you strategically putting those foods on your plate? You see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is we're eating and we have no idea what we're doing, and therefore everybody has to get sick. Everybody has to get sick because everyone is eating at random. Anything. You're eating too much of something, guaranteed. And you're eating too little of something, guaranteed, and you're not getting enough of certain things, guaranteed. Because when you go to school, they don't tell you how vital it is to get any of these things. Case in point, a lot of people have anemia. And when you get diagnosed with anemia, they'll turn around and give you iron pills. And yet, they give you iron pills, but you get no cure. Why is that? I'll tell you why you don't get a cure. Because you probably have anemia because you're B12 deficient. And you need cobalt in your body to help process iron. For your body to properly absorb iron, you need B12. And in order for B12 to properly be assimilated, you need cobalt. See how that works? Beta carotene. You get that from brown algae. Okay, beta carotene. Why you want beta carotene? Because they'll tell you need vitamin A. And when you're vitamin A deficient, you have eye issues. You dehydrate a whole lot easier. Even skin issues. But it's not enough to get vitamin A because your body can't synthesize or break down vitamin A unless you have beta carotene. So this is something that's going to keep happening over and over. What are we seeing happening over and over? I'm going to tell you. You need something before you can access the other thing. So if you want to access iron, your body won't be able to properly absorb iron unless you have B12. You ain't going to be able to get that done unless you have cobalt. You want vitamin A, you ain't going to be able to process vitamin A unless you have beta carotene. You don't want to get a lot of beta carotene. You don't need as much beta carotene as you need vitamin A either. You get too much beta carotene, it causes your skin to even turn orange, especially if you're light skinned. That's what makes carrots orange. There's too much of it, you get intoxicated. You don't need a lot, but we don't get enough of it. And you don't want to use carrots to get the beta carotene, because carrots are damn poisonous, and it's a cumulative poison. First of all, carrots are hybrid, so nature didn't make it, 1. And 2, not only is it hybrid, the carrot that you eat isn't even the original hybrid. The orange carrot is the hybrid gone wrong. It's the sour version. It's the polluted version. The original hybrid carrot is purple. The sick version of the carrot is orange. But because it's more appealing to the eye, they sell that one to you. They sell you the worst version of the hybrid carrot. So what I'm telling you is, mathematically, we have no idea what we're eating and why we're eating it and the quantities we eat it in, with the exception of our appetite, our craving. Therefore, everyone is predestined to be sick in this society. No one really knows what a human can do at its optimal level, because it hasn't been established from young how to strategically get the minerals and the vitamins to keep us alive. The minerals and the vitamins. Word up. So mathematically, if you want to function at the highest level, you're going to need to know math. And this is just light. This is light information. You know, people take herbs because herbs are good for you. But in what quantity should you take the herbs? You boil the herbs, you make tea out of it. How many fluid ounces of those herbs should you take to know that you got a sufficient amount? We just blindly do things. We get some of the information. We live off of half-truths. Okay, these herbs are good. So I give me some Cascara Sagrada, Capadula, Cheney Root, Granny Back, Monkey Ladder, and Burka. I start taking these herbs, I mix them in whatever combination. I don't even know what to do. I just know they're good for you. And that's trash. That's trash. But anyway, I'm about to leave because the family just came to the truck. Probably pull up on Mom's too. Say what's up to Queen. But yeah, I'm celebrating. I'm going to be celebrating the rest of this year. This is an early birthday gift to me. I'm coming. I'm about to leave right now. Honking no horn. I bought a mountain. Everything's officialized. The resort is already lit and functional. That's part of the property. And we're going to do like Dr. Sebi did with our thermal springs, with that beautiful land, with the exclusive herbs that's there. And I just want us to learn how to live natural again, the right way and holistically. And in order to do that, we have to get away from the concrete jungle. This is a fact. See, there's a reason why I told you about Kuina Akunu, which in our language, Nduasusu, means spiritual economics. Because we're going to have to run the themes of making monies in order to achieve greater spirituality. Because it took money to get that mountain. And that mountain is strategically placed on the grid to make us more inclined towards raising consciousness, to help the healing process. That area is sacred and consecrated. And if you know Brother Polight, I'm not bringing you guys to no type of dump. This ain't no dump. This ain't no someone got to pull some weeds. No, it's already lit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm going to be posting some pictures tomorrow. And then I'm going to post some videos. And then after that, my next film, I'm going to be on the land. I'm just waiting for my baby to be born. My baby's about to be born. When my new baby come here, and we get that right, then I'm heading right out to Costa Rica. Almost immediately after. I'm just waiting for baby to get born. Once baby's born, I'm out of here. But y'all going to love the land. You're going to love the vision. And you're going to see what we got in store. Because there will be no revolution without health. These people can't even see their ankles. Their blood pressure is high. They're suffering from hypertension, diabetes, cancer. They no good to the revolution. Sick. The big part of the revolution is going to have to be naturopathy. It's going to have to be holistic health. It's going to have to be what I call holistic mathematics. There's no healing without that. There's no revolution without that, pardon me. So yeah, we know what's next to come. People will question if this is real property. Because every time I show a vehicle, it must be rented. What's up? I'm leaving. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Man, girl, get out of here acting like you boss. Huh? What happened?
So we're all debating just walking back.
Nah, I'm going to drive you back. I got you. Give me 3 minutes. After 3 minutes.
So after 3 minutes, I have license to just like turn that shit off.
After 3 minutes, you don't got license to turn this off until you get a license. To stop getting on my nerves. Like, get out of here. E?
Don't try to boss up because you're something camera.
That's how I talk to you all the time.
No,
Out of here, woman.
Don't start.
Man, they don't need to know my personal business and how I put this thing down. They wouldn't like me if they knew how I put it down. Yo, I'm going to pull up on Queen of 4. I don't know if you want to follow me when I go or not. Yeah, I could drop you off to the house and then go, or you could just follow me. I'll drive there right now. Yeah, at least drop the groceries off. All right, I'll do that. Okay. So we'll drop the groceries off. You want to follow me, Queen of 4?
I'll let you know when it's
So why you tell me drop the grocery off story and everything and then you switching up? All right. We don't have to. I could drive straight to her from here. But you can figure it out because you consuming my 3 minutes and you're going to come here in 20 seconds and tell me. Listen, tomorrow we'll be doing our last prerequisite crypto course presentation. It will be at 4 p.m. Where you going now? You getting wild rice? You don't need to be any more wild than you are, woman. You are what you eat. Now y'all need to put her under pressure.
I might want some chips.
Now you want to get chips?
Yeah, because
I ain't gonna have no money left if I keep. I
You
got
only spent $20.
man, and it'll turn into. I've been buying groceries all day. For the last 3 days, I've been buying groceries all day for the last 3 days. Huh?
You only spent
Man, get out of here. Did y'all buy anything to drink? Any coconuts is in there? They don't sell coconuts in there, right? Man, they gotta get with the wage, man. Yeah. Oh, what time is it over here? It's 9:39. Yeah. Yeah, so you know how people do. I'm in the dope crib. They say, man, that's rented. It's Airbnb. I be in the same truck all year round. The same fly cars. Those cars is rented. I'm renting all of them all the time throughout the year. So I guess I rented the mountain too. That's what's gonna be the next one. Oh, that's not really his property. You know, so I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. I won't be entertaining none of that. None of that matters. Show us the deed to the property. Show us the title. Show us. I'm not doing none of that. None of that is going to exist in my world. Trust me. Because this property is for my new covenant members. This property is for people that are looking for healing. We're going to do what we do, and we're going to do it big. I'm not playing games. And like I said, y'all know my style. I'm not going to be out here driving Rolls Royce and then have you as some corny-looking property. Now, I'm not looking to commercialize the property that much. You know, we got a commercial part, so the property pays for itself. That's why that resort is there. However, when you come out with us, yeah, you're going to stay in the bungalows and be good out there, but you got to do mandatory days in nature with us, man. That's how you got to do that. Mandatory days so you can pick out herbs. Mandatory days in the thermal springs. Okay? Consuming no solid food. On that Cascara Sagrada, Capadula, Concasa, Kalawala, Cheney root, monkey ladder, granny back. We want you going in. Okay? We're going to go hard with the tonics. We're going to go hard with the brown algae, the blue-green algae, and the red algae. Need all of them. Because if you just take those three, quiet as kept, you don't really need to get anything else on the planet. Blue-green algae is the highest thing on planet Earth. 60% more protein than anything else on planet Earth. Amino acids with me. Coconuts. It's free on my land. However you want to buy it, in Costa Rica, it's 15 cents. So, I mean, hey, 15 cents less than what you have to pay on my land because it's growing all over the land. And the reason why coconuts are so important amongst the electrolytes is like the natural Gatorade. It is the natural Gatorade. It's what you learn for Gatorade minus all the crap that's in it, all them sugars. So not only do you have that, the coconut meat has all the amino acids you need. It has 17 amino acids in number. But considering the fact that the body can make some of its amino acids, it pretty much has every amino acid you need for those protein people. You see, now, there's not a lot of the foods you consume that have grams of protein doesn't have that much amino acids. And amino acids are monomers of protein. The question is, which amino acids are in the foods that purportedly have protein in it? That's the question. So the question is always which amino acids and how much in number, not how much protein. It's a lie. They've been lying to you. If you don't know which type of protein you're taking in, and you just calling if you just calling any type of protein, if you're calling any assortment of amino acids protein, you're in a problem. Because you might be denying yourself of any of a number of amino acids because they're misnomer that's just simply protein. And we'll go into that. So the coconut is very, very important. So to get on, and when I say red algae, I'm talking about sea moss. See how simple that is? Sea moss is red algae. When I talk about blue-green algae, you know, they call it E3 lives. One is the oldest, I think it's the oldest protein source on the planet. Okay, and it makes sense if we start out as cells first, to go to the cell food first. You see what I'm saying? What did the cells consume when we started out as protozoa, first in time animals, amoeba, eukaryotic, prokaryotic? What do they consume before we become specialized cells, and cells become tissues, and tissues become organs, and organs precipitate organisms because they have organ systems? What do the cells eat? Then we need cell food, okay? Biominerals, that which is bioavailable to the human species, particularly us, melanated people. But we're different. So, if you had, let's say, bladderwracks, coconut water, brown algae, like kelp, brown algae, kelp, red algae, sea moss, blue-green algae, E3 live. The combination of those things I just mentioned, tell you the truth, you don't even need to eat nothing else. Everything else is for fun. Blue-green algae is so high in what they call protein that you cannot take more than 50 grams of it day to day before you may suffer from too much uric acid or you wind up with gout, because you will end up having too much protein. That's how protein dense blue-green algae is. Now, if you want to compound interest, we can add walnuts to the equation, because walnuts have an omega-3 fatty acid that can't be found nowhere else from no meat sources. That's a fact. They don't even tell you. Some of those fats you need can only be given to you by plant. You don't think about fat and plant at the same time. And the skin of the walnut is your access to melatonin. Yeesh! The hormone that helps regulate rest. It's produced by a pituitary gland. The skin of the walnut does that. In fact, they have whole walnut conferences because the walnut is so magical. It's definitely an anti-cancer agent. Definitely stops inflammation, pardon me. So we were to add walnut to this recipe, just eat walnuts. You have a great source of omega-3. Now, how many times have you heard you can get the right fatty acids, particularly omega-3, from walnuts? Who told you that? No one tells you that. Oh, you need B12. No one really speaks about it. But then when you find out how important it is, where are we going to get the B12 from? We can get the B12 from bladderwracks. And you can also get it from blue-green algae. Where are you going to get the vitamin A from? You're going to get the vitamin A from brown algae. Where are we going to get the proteins from? The E3 Live, the blue-green algae. Where are we going to get the minerals from? Sea moss. Sea moss has 92 out of the 100 plus minerals the body needs. Out of the 108, as some say 102. Sea moss gives you 92 of them. What other plate of food gonna give you 92 minerals? And if you mix the sea moss with the bladderwracks, let me tell you this: if you mix the sea moss with bladderwracks, if your diet is consistent of brown algae, blue-green algae, red algae, brown algae, kelp, blue-green algae, E3 Live, red algae, sea moss. Now you take some bladderwracks, drink coconut water, eat the coconut meat, and eat some walnuts. You don't need nothing else. And we say blend them walnuts, and we can just do this all on liquid. You really don't need nothing else. You getting all your iron, because that iron is going to be in your blue-green algae, your brown algae. You're going to get all that iron. You're getting the greatest #1 protein source on the planet, meaning amino acid source on the planet. And then remember, coconut meat is right there behind it, because coconut meat has 17 amino acids. So listen, I'm just saying to you guys, I love you. But what we about to do on this land is major. I'm gonna do a stream on blue, green, brown, and red algae. And just taking those, you good money. Don't let nobody fool you. Because when people tell you what vegetarians and vegans are not getting, they don't never have a conversation about herbs. They only tell you about plants, and they forget to tell you about herbs, which is part of the plant kingdom. They don't talk about seaweed. And you go all over these websites and they tell you vegetarians don't get this, vegetarians don't get that. They never include seaweed. They'll never include the forest that exists inside of the water. They're oblivious to it. They never include the herbs. This is where we're getting all those things that they call trace minerals and essential fats and essential aminos. That's where we're getting these things from, that which the body doesn't create. And we get those uncompromised, not recycled. You feel me? Because the recycled protein that you're getting from animals wind up being a bunch of sulfur-containing amino acids that throws off the body's pH, which causes the enzymes to denature. So at their native site, or at their active site, then guess what happens? It cannot bind with the substrates that's necessary for the body to break down, process, assimilate, to convert into energy. Facts. All facts. Ready? Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna check you. Love you. Peace to you. So yeah, 4:00 p.m. tomorrow, we'll be on YouTube. You will get updates about the crypto course. We're gonna go to work tomorrow. We'll do some real good work. Love you.
Are you ready?
Look at these people coming. I don't know who these people are. Then don't come pulling up on me when I'm on camera. Don't ask me questions unless you're on camera. Nah, I'm ready. I'm getting in the car right now. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to y'all. But yeah, Costa Rican family, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Brother_POLIGHT. Brother_POLIGHT. Follow me there. And then go to my stories We'll start showing you some pictures of the property.
It's hot.
We're not playing games. We doing this in the new generation style, so you know the drip is real. We're gonna be swagged out. We're gonna take it to the same level, but I'm looking to combine the feats of Elijah Muhammad, Noble Drew Ali, the Master Teacher, Dr. Sebi. I'm looking to take a combination of a lot of their approaches towards organizing and educating, and do what we gotta do out the country, next level. But one thing a lot of our teachers didn't put forward was that health, and that's why Sebi's so important. He was the key element. He was exactly what we need. He was the apex of the pyramid. And when we get the health right, our mind will be right, and then we'll be able to organize more properly. Yeah. If the mind is right, then when they tell the body to move or talk, the movement will be in one accord with the frequency that we're vibrating on. It's hard to organize our people because they compromise mentally, because they compromise psycho-spiritually, because they're compromised health-wise. Come on, baby.
Reach your legs. Yeah, sure. So that.
Yep, that's her being mean to my baby. So peace to y'all. We're gonna discuss this further. I'm gonna elaborate in greater detail tomorrow. So stay tuned for 4 p.m. tomorrow. If you wanna make some monies, I'm gonna teach you step by step. And also, this is gonna be on YouTube. I am Brother Polight. We're gonna discuss this further in the legacy of Dr. Sebi. Yeah, we're gonna go next level. We're gonna be next level with this. I'm not playing around with people. I'm on a whole nother level, but that's how you gotta strategize, and this is how you gotta work. You can't tell people when you're working, so you get the job done. And when you have it already there, when it's already materialized, when it's already made manifest, then you tell people, hey, this is what we got. And still you exercise caution on how much of the plan you let everyone know about. You wait until they get there, and we organize on one accord, and we do our work. Because somebody's always lurking. Yo, what is it about? When did he get it? How much did he pay for it? Is it really his? Does it belong to somebody else? This is what they want to do. I'm telling you, this is what people are about. Oh yeah, be careful with that, because I'm telling you, nah, this is what they do. So that's why I said, no, I'm going to get it, lock it down, make sure everything's straight, then we're going to talk. I'm a strategist. I have y'all fooled when you just see me driving these nice cars and showing off money and beautiful women and everything. Y'all really be, some of y'all really be thinking I be falling off. It's a shame. I just play the game. But while you watching that, I'm over there building. Them meetings I be in be serious. I get a lot of love and support from a lot of people that are wealthy, because after all that wealth, they started looking for spirituality. And they just wanted to be able to connect with a practical brother.
Are we thinking about it when it's
and that's where it's at. So peace and love to you all. Costa Rica is where it's at. We will have the most amazing wellness retreats, resort, and community. And it's not stopping there. We also have Ghana updates once we get this Costa Rica thing going on, because you know I got stuff going on out there too. So love to you. Whole lot of love. Peace and blessings. 4 p.m. YouTube tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. That is to say 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace to you. Let's get right.